I just want Doraemon, guys.
I'm jealous of Anushka a little bit, but I'm happy for him.
2 months have taught us to not be futuristic and plan, but to go with the flow, right?
Okay, hi, I'm Jessica, representing Namaste Hip Hop. I am a dancer and you can see me, I'm so beautiful.
Hi, I'm Chow, the only queer here. I'm a dancer. I represent the Indian dance community, of course. I'm here to have great fun and looking forward to knowing so much about these beautiful people. Just give the content, guys.
I am Roshan Banerjee, also known as Popping Roshan, just by me and my crewmates, but then people started knowing me by that. So what I do is a dance style called popping. I'm a professional dancer and I love teaching.
Hi, I'm Ayushi. I'm a dancer, whacker, representing the house of Suraj. I am here with Merv today to reveal, possibly reveal some secrets that I have no idea about. So, let's see how that goes.
Okay, teleportation because I want to go from here to there like very quick. So yes, teleportation for sure.
For me, it would be like creating an inclusive space, like, of course, right? Like, that's what I've been advocating for my whole life. So my superpower, like, if I wish something it to be, it would be like, just at a glance, I can know who's queer, who's not. And just so I can be more, approachable and create a neutral space for everyone to dance in, not just dance, but also live in the world. So I think that would be my superpower. Why not, right? Because I remember being kind of like intimidated by heteros, so, I mean, why not, right? And the ones that are not even like, kind of like okay with that, I can flush them off.
But mine's not as cool as Chow, but mine would be not a power, but this thing called the Anywhere Door, which Doraemon has. I want to steal that. And I am done. Okay, I just need the Anywhere Door. That's it.
I would just like to fly over the world everywhere because I have this really amazing knack of traveling and I love traveling. So every time I go to some place in this country or outside this country, I always feel like I'm like taking something with me of this place and being there and getting something back. So I would just like to fly off like Superman or something like that and just be there everywhere in the freaking world so that I can get stuff from all the places and get it back to India or like just keep it with me.
When I'll be able to make a difference in this world by not being successful or rich, but by being compassionate, kind, helpful to people. Yes.
It's a very optimistic and futuristic question, first of all. Okay. How would a person living in a rented apartment in Bombay and every time think of saving money would ever consider that you have made it in life? The moment I don't have to pay for living in Bombay, it's like the money that I earn in Bombay lives in Bombay, doesn't go to Assam ever. So if I decide to live in Bombay, I want to make sure that no money goes into Bombay, every money goes into some other things or something. That's when I realize that I have made it in life. Saving is such a difficult thing in this life. I'm telling you guys, I'm suffering from it. I want to save enough and say I have made it in life. That's it. Alright, that's it.
Well, Chow, like, I just wanted to say that, Chow, you're at least like living in a rented apartment that you are paying the rent for. I'm not even doing that yet. I am not being able to save up.
But then people do people question you, like, how does it feel like living in it with family in Bombay where everyone else is working here, coming from different cities? What's your reaction to that mostly? Sorry, off the grid for sure. But what's your reaction to when people are like, would you want to consider moving out, Ayushi, just to be a little independent in Bombay?
Well, hey, no, thank you.
Yeah, actually, because that's a smart move.
It does
It's a
not
smart
make
move.
sense to me right now, right? Because I am not earning enough to be like, okay, hey, you know what? I have enough to just splurge, like, you know, like rent a different apartment in the same city that my parents are living in, for which I have to literally not pay anything, right? Oh my god, what was the question? Well, for me, it is dependent somewhere on the money aspect, obviously, because we're living in this world that is happening to us right now. So, it will be a part wherein I go someplace, or if I, you know, wake up and I just decide, okay, I want to go here, and I would actually afford, I would actually be able to afford to do that. Yes, that's when I've made it. Like, I've made it in life. That's what I would feel like, for sure, in that very moment. So yeah.
Maybe 30-40 years down the line, when this country evolves in all the styles, in everything, you know, a lot of new faces, a lot of new people coming from different backgrounds, or everybody joining this style, everybody getting interested about this style, popping, boogaloo, animation, or whatever. Already India is a very passionate country about this style and a lot of different styles. So if there's some time when I feel that this love for funk has spread so much in this country, which is, you know, miles and thousands of kilometers apart from USA where it was born, and everybody is getting introduced to it, and some way or the other everybody is connecting back to the first couple of years where it started and connecting back to the first people, and there's a very peaceful and loving situation with the different generations. Maybe 30 to 40 years down the line, that'll be epic, because that is what I am working for, like all day, every day. And I hope someday or the other that thing comes alive and I can be there in that situation to see it happening.
Virat Kohli, for sure. Because I only watch cricket because of him. I love him. So, for sure, Virat Kohli.
I mean, there are so many, right? And sometimes I change lanes so bad. I have this mood fluctuation, depends on the kind of day I'm having. It goes from Gaga to as simple as our Indian dancers sometimes. So I mean, I just have to watch them get inspired. I feel in that little gap, or like a larger gap, I can count everybody who can inspire me. So I literally crush on not just men, I crush on girls as well. Right now I'm crushing on Ayushi.
Stop making me blush so much, okay? Okay, I'll be honest, okay? I watch a lot of Netflix shows, and what happens is when I'm doing that, I instantly develop a feeling of love for some of the characters while I'm watching. So it's a phase, okay? It stays in that phase, and once I'm done with that show, maybe I'll stalk them for a bit, and that crush, stays for a while, and then that's it. Then I jump on to another show. This is like an example through shows, and when it comes to dancers as well, I get inspired by what they're doing in that video or what is happening in that particular piece of art that they've created, and it makes me feel like, oh my god, this is, can I say fucking? I'm gonna go ahead and say it. This is fucking amazing, and I would drool over it for a while, and then I move on to another piece of art that I see. Because also like how short formatted content is something that is happening right now. So it is very difficult to just stick to one person that you feel inspired with, at least for me. And I keep jumping on to art pieces or shows or people or characters mainly, not the person, but mainly the characters of the show. So yeah, that's it for me.
This is not the first time I've got this, but then yeah, if it's a celebrity, then I would go for Lauren. I think you know Lauren. She was there in the Indian movies too, the dance movies. But then yeah, So if I go to LA sometime, I'm surely meeting her. Mumbai में तो हुआ नहीं, couldn't do that. But then yeah, she's kind of a crush. I hope to see her sometime. Lauren, yeah.
So I've seen a lot of dancers not showing their real side on social media. Like what they are, they don't show it on social media. ठीक है, तो वो क्या करते हैं, कोई भी कैफे जाएंगे, they like to take, and maybe वो नहीं भी जाते होंगे, रोज नहीं भी जाते होंगे, वो ढाबा में खाते होंगे, like I eat in ढाबा all the time. But if someone, मतलब कोई dancers होता है, वो उस दिन कैफे गया and he's like taking pictures and posting on the social media. So I think we should know where our roots are and we should show that only in our social media. So what turn off लगता है honestly.
I have three things like majorly, okay? First the ones, there are all talks and no action. Okay? Second are the ones who smell really bad and do not wear socks when they wear sneakers. Okay? And third are the ones who do not hydrate themselves after sweating a lot. So these are like my major turn off. Rest however you want to dance, because any which way dancing, celebrating, right? So okay, I'm okay with that. And nobody, like, I don't think I can be ever a perfect dancer. That person can never be a perfect dancer. But the fact that you can take care of your, like yourself, and how you basically you don't give too much of talking if you can't give action. Secondly, if you're walking into a rehearsal, please smell good, hygienic also, and wear socks if you're wearing sneakers. Okay, and last but not the least, you heard it.
I've got two. Actually, first one is when like if you're around like in a club or something, and there's this dancer who just happens to go like extremely loud to any kind of music, like even if it is like the softest music playing in the background, like there's some nice jazz tune playing, he will still or she will still go like, and I'm like, dude, that's not required. Why? Like, just calm down. And this is just my opinion, but yeah, like, and it just makes me think like, ये extra क्यों? And the second is when we go for jams, I get traumatized before and after using washrooms. Like, I cannot do that. So dancers who like, they behave like they do not know how to pee. Like they're not sure how they're supposed to pee.
No. It's about how to aim.
Exactly. Not just guys but girls, and it's like they do not know that there's a flush button that exists and you have to like push it for it to work, right? So it's like this one biggest massive turn off for me.
For me, a dance turn off would be two things. One is no communication while you dance, or that's probably in the clubs, not exactly in the events. And second is showing off what you have done. Oh, by the way, this kind of is a show off, but then this is a set that I could, I mean, this is the best I could get. All my other backgrounds are very rubbish. But yeah, I don't really like people showing off everything they do. Yeah, a couple of times it's necessary, for the online promotion and stuff to, get shows or stuff like that, or students or stuff like that. That's happening all over the world. We all know this. But yeah, I don't really like people who show off their, championships or titles, or if there's no communication when you're dancing. Yeah.
See, it would definitely be a dancer, but honestly, it would be a dancer, but I want something else too. I want to have my own clothing brand, and I really want to have my clothing brand, and which I am designing also, then taking my artistic side to the dance. Yeah, that's it.
10 years down the line, I think I should be able to wake up and look back to this day and say, okay, I survived. knowing the things that I mean, I'm not trying to get emotional because that was one of the first briefing that I got from Shweta. It's not an emotional conversation, but I can't think of the next week if I can't think of just tomorrow, as given the time that we are living in, right? And which is totally okay. This few months have taught us to not be futuristic and plan, but to go with the flow, right? And everyone else is going with the flow, and in such a way that that's how we are able to also kind of like survive. And I have big plans like everyone does. I also want to kind of like have a life how Ayushi described. I want to go somewhere and not think twice about doing something just because I have less financial support from my end towards myself, right? That is always there, and that will be only it. But firstly, it will be always this, that I want to survive this time. So if I go into that era, or maybe 10 years down the line, I want to speak about how I have overcome that, because everyone else is talking about how to overcome. No one else is talking about how it feels overcoming. So yeah, I mean, sorry, I took a different angle, but that's about me. I fluctuate in terms of mood, but this question, I think, as of now is irrelevant for me, but a good question to also give that side of why it's irrelevant. So I'm living in that time where I do not know about, even if I'll be in Mumbai for the next year as well. So I don't know. I just know that I will think about tomorrow. I'll think about what I'm going to eat today in the lunch and dinner. I'm not going to think about my breakfast at all for tomorrow. So that's how it's going to be. And I'm happy being like this, at least until the time becomes a little better for all of us. I have been unemployed for the major few months of my life this far. So I don't have expectations. I'm just like rolling. That's it. But I'm not gathering any sort of moss. So I'm still rolling. Yeah.
So it said that, by 2030, the entire world is going to be submerged into water. Like, we probably won't even exist by then. But that thought, it's sadistic. I don't know what it is, but it just gives me hope to be able to do the things that I really want to do, to be able to live the way I really want to live, instead of getting sucked into the whole 9 to 5 cycle, And there are a lot of things that I do not believe in, and some, if something like that gives them happiness to live the way that they want to live, I am for it. But for me, it's if I am really happy, it is not repeating a certain thing. So I want to be able to live a life wherein I am not content, but happily doing the things that I've been wanting to do without any restrictions, without someone holding me back. So that's where I would see myself, would want to ideally see myself in the next 10 years, living the way I want to. What I would be doing then, I don't know. How I would reach there, I don't know. But I want to be able to do what I really want instead of getting sucked into the cycle. So yeah.
We obviously want some things on those lines, but then I would want to be recognized as a community builder, if that works. That's not exactly a dancer in all ways, because you can just be a dancer and perform, and you can also be a carrier of information, or somebody who supports the next generation and tries to bring them up and I want to make sure that what I have taken years to experience, I want to make sure that people get that very easily. So maybe more as a teacher, or maybe more as a person who can guide people, newcomers. I would rather be a community builder in the future than me being a performer, or traveling the world. That's okay, I'll do that. But then after that, a community builder, so that people can thrive off my whatever I have, and they can grow, and the country can move ahead in these times. Yeah.